Hey yo, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the apostles and apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, man. Overall, Shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. And yeah, Shalom. Basically, just wanted to put together a little lesson, just on more or less how Esau's New World Order plan really. This isn't a new thing, man. You go into history, you go into basically, you go into the scriptures even, and you can see throughout it basically that, this idea, this New World Order plan that these elites are putting together, really it's nothing new, man. Really, it's not a new thing. This is something that the elites have been that has been tried multiple times, man. Basically the Lord, he's not down with, he's not down with it in the slightest, man. The Lord's got, he's got his own New World Order plan, and that's got absolutely nothing to do with what this so-called white man's trying to pull off, man. So yeah, I'll start on this, man. Let me just get one of these up. But yeah, Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So, there's no new thing under the sun. It says even that which is done is that which shall be done. So even the actions that you take, the acts that you do, those things aren't new, man. So it's the same thing for the so-called white man. He's basically trying to put together that New World Order, trying to basically, bring all the world together as one, as all these slaves. And, that's just, that's not even a new thing, man. And that's, that's a big part of what these, a lot of guys don't get, man. It's not like the Lord ain't already got lessons for you to learn from in regards to these things. And it says, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new, it hath been already of old time, which was before us. So that's how you know this New World Order plan, this so-called white man's trying to do, that's basically been of old before us, man. And I've got the Tower of Babel on, but there's other examples as well, man. Let me grab this, man. First Maccabees 1:41, and it says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem, that the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings, and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised, and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. So, basically it says what? It said at the beginning that everyone should leave his lords, man, or that all should be one people. And that's, that's something that's this is some Edomite student as well back in the day, man. Antiochus, when they were they're referring to themselves as the Greeks. So back then as the Greeks, they're trying to get everyone together in that one world order, man. So that's just not even a new thing. And the thing is how well did that go? The Lord didn't allow that to happen, man. Imagine these guys, trying to do one world orders. These guys, like the Greeks, them guys also were separated and were warring against each other, man. You had the Seleucid dynasty and the Ptolemaic dynasty at war with each other for time, man. So that's all that. It really is vanity. Really, it's just some vanity, man. And it said what the in the self-same manner wrote he in the whole kingdom, wrote he to his whole kingdom, and appointed overseers over all the people, commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city. Then many of the people were gathered into them, to wet everyone that forsook the law, so they committed evils in the land. Yeah, and that's a lot of these jakes have been down with and consented to that, just like in the modern day. In the modern day, it's the same thing, man. You got a lot of these jakes, they're basically down and consenting with this new world order system the so-called white man's trying to put together, man. They're basically bowing to, to the image of the beast. And they'll just get down with anything that this so-called white man promotes, because they're basically slaves. They're in that same spirit back then. They were just like, oh, fuck. These man, imagine like Jake now recently, they got fucked up in slavery. They don't even know who they are. They're all messed up. But these guys, they knew the law, they knew the scriptures, and they were just like, fuck that. They knew who they were. They were just like, fuck that, fam. And jumped on the being a grimy pagan, man. Being a filthy heathen. So, that's them guys, they're some clowns, man. That's why you can't be getting messed up about the 2/3, man. Gonna be getting all upset about the 2/3, but what these guys been getting down with, man. I'm going the hell off, man. But it's essentially what the so-called white man's trying to do. He's trying to take the place of the Most High. That's really what his objective is. That's why he set up his image as the image of the one the world calls Jesus Christ, man. The image of Yahweh Shai. He basically just put up his image there. The image of God, as they'll say. You got that picture on the Sistine Chapel with who they claim is God, basically meant to be touching the finger of Adam, but it's a bunch of Edomites, man. So this is something that hey man, Esau's been trying to, he's been putting his energies into, man. We read this, man, 2 Thessalonians 2:4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And that's he's already done that. That's why you got everyone around the world praying to that white image of Jesus Christ, man. Everyone's all there bound to the image of the beast, man. And it says what remember ye not that when I was yet with you I told you of these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So that basically the so-called white man being revealed in time, man. Because like the mystery of iniquity was, Esau was already around back then being a devil. But then, it wasn't known that, okay, this is the biblical Edomite who's been spoken of, man. And it says what even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. So Esau has that power and those signs and those lying wonders, man. And that's like a big way where a lot of these people in the world are getting confounded, like, the Esau's technologies, or Esau's, they see military might, or they'll just see like, Esau's basically had the rule over the earth for what fit these guys, because Esau's got Hollywood. He's got people thinking they've been the Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans, the Persians, the Medes, every last historical figure. They're thinking he's just ruled forever. That's that lying wonders, man. Just basically making people think like, Esau's just the most spectacular specimen on earth. But you can't even go in the sun. But that's but everyone, people are bugged out. And it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they might all be damned who believed not in the truth and had pleasure in unrighteousness. So these are the same guys that was in First Maccabees, man, that was selling out, selling out super hard to what do you call it, man? To the so-called Greeks, man, to Antiochus and his boys. They're the same kind of guys, man. They didn't receive the love of the truth, so basically they just didn't get receive that delusion, man. They're basically just being shown to just, you know, the Lord just left them in the dust, man. Yeah. The thing is, you go back to the original, man. It's like the Tower of Babel. That was the same thing, man. Just trying to bring all the world together. Just like, oh yes, trying to come together. And try, you know, thinking they're gonna take the Most High spot, man. Let me read this. Genesis 11:1. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. So they had brick for stone, and slime they had for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. So they're trying to receive that ultimate acclaim, man. Which is just, you know, the Lord just ain't with that at all, man. The Lord ain't with everyone just coming together and just build that. Okay, we just get together and build. That's not what the Lord's about at all. And it says, and the Lord came down to see the city and the tower. Let me read it again. And Yahweh came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. And Yahweh said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. And that's the Lord had to basically bring that confusion to separate that, because the Lord's he's not down with that, man. The Lord ain't with everyone just getting together and just building and just, that's completely off. The Lord, you know, he made differences between the nations, man. He separated them. That's why, the language had to get confounded, man. You know, there's another scripture, just a quick one in Genesis 10:25. And unto Eber were born 2 sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days was the earth divided. So, Peleg means division, man. And, you know, and what's his name? Eber had a son called Peleg, and said what? For the earth was divided. So the Lord was down with dividing the earth, man. And there's another one, man. Okay. Yeah, Exodus 19, and that's up in verse 4. It says, Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then you shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And ye shall be unto me, well, it says, you'll be a peculiar treasure above all the people on the earth, for the earth is mine. So, you know, that's the Lord's new world order, man. He's basically about raising up his people and putting them on a higher level above all the other heathens, man. So that just shows basically that everyone how can everyone come together if the Lord wants his people above everyone else? So what, there'll be a peculiar treasure. And it says, and ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. So Israel meant to be that kingdom of priests and a holy nation, man, a separate nation. So that shows the Lord ain't down with everyone coming together. If he's going to have his people, his chosen people, didn't say he's going to have them all come together. So he's going to have them separate, man. And that's, that's how the Lord gets down. That's why, everything Esau's doing, the so-called white man's trying to do, is just completely averse to the Bible, man. It's completely off. But, that just like the elites, the wicked elites are trying a new world order. Really, they're caught in the plan of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua's new world order, man. Let me read this. I'll finish on this still. It says, Sirach 33:10. For all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of the earth. In much knowledge the Lord hath divided them, and made their ways diverse. Separation. Some of them have he blessed and exalted, and some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself. And that applies to Israel, because Israel was the one that was sanctified and blessed and exalted and set near himself, man. And then it says, but some of them have he cursed and brought low, and turned out of their places. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render unto them as like of him best. So that's the Lord's basically made everyone for an express purpose. So you ain't gonna be able to just subvert that and just say, okay, we're all one. No, the Lord molded everything for his use. And that's basically, that's how it's gonna run, man. Yeah, I'll leave it there, man. I'll leave it there. Jake, amen, the righteous. That's, the Lord's the one controlling everything. So that's basically the way he's gonna have this new world order go down. He's gonna have his new world order where basically Israel get raised up, man. And then we get the eternal reign, man. That's, ain't gonna be Esau's little fluff that he's trying to pull off, man. But yeah, I'll leave it there, man. Shalom. Shalom.